It's surprisingly bug-free underground. See that plastic scrap over there? Carving it up. Doesn't riding a beast like this feel good? Bet you could make something shiny out of that metal. Feels like something's about to happen today. Vump is the place to be, obviously. Let's see.
Voilà, tiens.
Grab tight and don't let go. A crossway. This means you have a choice to make. Which way? Ah, that wood scrap seems like it would be perfect for your plans. That's a pling-plong booth from the bygone, back when you needed to cable words via buzzwire instead of airwaving them. The world needs a shower sometimes. Want to get your arms swole? Grab those guns flexors and get pumping that iron. Got to time it right to make them work. Left, right. Pumping good. Looking better. Nice and steady. Locked solid. That's a motored blind box dispenser. These auto markets were quite popular in the long gone for those who had coin left for fun. You shouldn't be... Flick the switches in order to greenlight the current and activate the electrons in the panel. Good. The loop is electrified enough to spark. Whoa, smell that? Biohazard nearby. There are things out there waiting for you. What a bonus! The daytime makes it harder for things to sneak up on you. This region is known as the Knoopstonies. You can't find a harder place in the world. E-waste, the stuff you need. Good ridey beast, no hurty. Ah, the Gnote pen. Noko never leaves this place. She's always put the living things first. Let's see.
Puri kumbala muma. Ferena masalapo.
Nooks isn't an easy language, but at least it's manageable. She says she is so happy to see you again.
Pala.
She wonders if you remember her. She's Noko. She let you ride her Majut when you were a kid.
Polakudo.
Noko remembers you used to chase around with so much energy and is glad to see you haven't lost any of that spark.
Kanamunt.
But that's all long gone now, though. Memories show us where we've been, not where we're going.
Kanamunt.
Believes everyone needs direction in this broken world. Your only hope is that you'll end up in a good place once all this is over.
Kialdo male kanodo.
Noko remembers those days too, but she never lets herself wallow in them, no matter how tempting that can be.
Kialdo male kanodo.
She sees you're back to buck with Lupa Lupin. Can't see how there's any way to avoid that now. Not for long, at least.
Vaseno kasaman varut.
She says the horrors of your younger days were enough to ruin anyone, but not you. You've got all that cheer about you still.
Taifanamenuma.
Noko says history is like the trail you've been on. You can walk back down it any time you like until it's worn smooth. But you get to blaze your own trail from here.
Taifanamenuma.
Then you are stronger than her. She can't help wanting Lupa Lupin to pay for what he did to her Gnotes, despite the fact it's against her nature.
Run, Dark, run!
It's not a race.
You only say that because you're losing.
That doesn't mean I'm wrong.
No, there are lots of other reasons you're wrong.
Inyavaldo.
Asks how many paths you've wandered in the world, and if you ever wonder about what might have changed if you'd taken different ones.
Taifanamenuma.
You can't do everything you want, can't go everywhere, can't see everything, only what you can.
Orasa durut.
So happy the world is going to live, would have been crushed to see all the Gnotes die with it.
Brumble marsamambu.
Likes that you stood up for the world and spurred your way toward helping it out.
Monindasa.
Glad you saw the light with the myriad. They always bring a sparkliness to any day, and sometimes the nights too.
Dere.
Says that's only for a little while, and when your eyes clear, you see everything even better than before.
Puri kumbalamuma.
But let's not speak of that now.
Kanyala no toro.
She has an idea where the Majut might have gone, as there's no other place it likes as much as its own corner of the open wild. She's even named it the Majut Meadow.
Andro.
The Majut will recognize the scent you've attracted while being here, so it'll probably trust you enough to follow you.
Asadurutu.
You should lead the Majut back here when you find it. It's going to take time to get it calm enough to be able to ride out to the World Eater.
Kanyala no toro.
She can't be sure. You'll have to wait and see. The mountains tower above any tree. just awful. Watch your step around here. You found the Majut meadow. Watch out for the Majut. Put an end to it. Well placed. Easy to lose your way if you can't see landmarks. Nice. Some barked wood scrap for you.
Masama.
Now that the Majut is back in the pen, it seems calm. But Noko is still concerned.
Inga Valdo.
She says the Majut is still anxious, but fortunately she knows just the thing it needs to calm down.
Orasa Durut.
The Majut once found and ate a bonbon gummy by mistake, and that the chewing really calmed it down.
Vaseno Kasaman Varut.
She says that you should find some bonbon gummies for the Majut by the crossway. At least, that's where she found some last time.
Vaseno Kasaman Varut.
It was the mere sound of the hoof puff that started it. She's never seen it so upset. It just ran away before. Let's see. Look at those notices on the board. Too bad the Gnotes couldn't read them. If you wander around here, you might find Noko. She just loves those Gnotes. Once the power ran out, it made sense to ride gnotes. And powered types of Watch your step here, and... Tapped hard. Watch your balance. Cranks like these usually need to be wound to operate the dispenser. What you see is what you get, once it's out of the blind box, that is. With its attention diverted to the chewy bonbon gummy, the Majut calms down. But Noko is still concerned. She's relieved the Majut has calmed down, but you'll need a heavier sit-tight to ride it. than the one she's got.
Minalagi mamuru.
The only sit-tight she can think of that would be heavy enough is one she's spotted mounted on an old-world mechamajut.
Ferena masalapo.
If she remembers correctly, she spotted it at the Smilo shopperia while scavenging for treats for the gnotes. That's not so far away.
Drumblena marsamambu.
Seems the old world had plenty to offer, and all in one place for those obsessed with material things. Almost too much, if you ask her. Wonder where we can get some ride shoes for the mount. You finally found the village of Bumlidoff. Let's see. Some rubber scrap got uncovered over there. Give your mount a pat and pick a path. Yuck! That there's a sludge gush field where the company used to suck sludge from the underground. Now it's all over. The Smilo Shopperia. Guess shopping here put a smile on your face. Seems like a peculiar item. Eye boxes like this are few and far between. However, that's no great loss. Talking pictures from the aforetimes lacked a message. You need to line up the switches so they match. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. Better get moving before the day passes you by. Now hold on. Sit. You need to loosen the bolts without rattling the mechanism. That's it. The sit-tight is loose. Time to stop horsing around and get the sit-tight back to Noko. The antenna needs to be pointed in the right direction. It's true that the eye box is a medium. The antenna needs to be pointed in the right direction. As the eye box broadcasts, it's hit or miss, but when it does hit, it's usually right in the feels. Well, what do you know? No windows to look out at the sky from down here.
E tutti ama sele mai multe e pasi. Bene.
Close encounter.
Kala.
Now that the Majut's got a mouthful of bonbon gummy and the brand new sit-tight is in place, the Majut is ready to ride.
Pala.
Noko's been training another fantabulous little critter that'll hopefully become a distraction for the hoof puff when you confront it.
Mina lagi mamuru.
She's called them glitter moths, and the best way to find them is to go talk to Mito. She's asked him to keep them somewhere safe.
Ina dobsuka?
You'll find Mito at Brightlight. He's a light-headed fellow, but hopefully he'll remember where he stored the moths.
Saturutu.
He's been able to literally shed some light in the darkness for her over the years, but also because of his cheerful manner.
Andro?
Noko is always willing to help.
Apli tonumuta.
Says talking to you was interesting. Don't be feary. It probably won't bite. This place is called Brightlight. Mito lives close by.
Sei Kandum.
Let's see.
Saja sendiri.
With the world getting darker by the day, there's not much time left to save it. And even though you've just met, he feels you're bound to play a huge part in that. Says there's so much darkness to deal with. Rather than curse it, he makes lamps to fight it. You've found your way through the darkness. You shine like the sun in the sky, but will you use that power to warm the world or burn it?
Saikan Doom.
Hopes you see how much good you can do with power like that, and how easy it is to let it drive you mad.
Kamui.
No matter where your path takes you, though, it's important to remember where you came from. The past bright lights the present. Wonders if you know how much of an effect you've had upon the...
Tutozinkatimbo.
Says he can see that in the way you brighten everything up. So happy you know you're helping brighten the world. There's plenty of it that's still worth saving. Whatever happens to the world, you shone as bright as you could. That matters more than you know. Says you did the right thing in taking up with the Myriad. It's clear you do. Nothing shines as bright as being right. Says he can see by the twinkle in your eyes that you're not here to talk about your allies. He assumes you are here to be enlightened. He can't blame you, as everything just feels dark and hopeless these days. There's something about you, like you're knit together. Your fate's connected. What you've said, he feels too. So why not call him Me Too? He senses you're like the dayflower, believes no one is entirely dark. Even the worst have a spark of good in them. Mito says he's not only into those who shine bright, he likes things that glitter too. He reckons you haven't seen a glitter moth, and says it's about time you did. Even though they're nesting near gone grass, they never run out of glow. Finding yourself a glitter moth would give you that glimmer of hope you need to continue all the way to the end. Glows with delight at your bright passion for the light. Be careful where you grab that mount. Too tight, and the rope tips. It's a game of life, yours and everyone else's. Glittermoth Cave is right here. Try not to get turned around.
Anora ka papom.
That's enough glittermoths to make her plan work.
Arialoche nui mumera.
She wants you to stop worrying about the paths you've ridden and focus on the inevitable road ahead, the one that leads to confrontation with the World Eater. The hoof puff is evidence of the duality of evolution, utterly beautiful and grotesque at the same time.
Sadurutu.
She means that the hoof puff has had more time to eat at the root as it's been isolated in the Knoopstonies Mountains.
Inadabsunka.
So, based on that alone, she reckons it has suffered as much damage as the northwest root that's hidden beneath the surf.
Pala.
It reminds her of the gnotes and, like them, it's hoofed. They're just a lot bigger.